Hi, welcome back to the Joy of Civ. I'm your host, Christian. I'm really glad you're here today. We're going to continue our hoplite adventures. We have grown quite an army here in this game so far. Most recently, we completed the statue of Zeus, which has provided 3 additional hoplites, some archers, and a battering ram for our army. We have been barely holding on to our conquests in the Byzantine Empire. Loyalty pressure has been something to deal with, as we've had a city that has been revolting. However, we are also now on the cusp of a golden age, and the Aztecs lay to the south and are our likely next target. Our hoplites probably don't have much of a future beyond this play session, but we'll see where they take us and where we'll head next as we play to explore. Let's get into the game. Okay, let's take a quick tour of the Empire as we start our play session here. In the north, we have the only 2 cities that we have founded. This is the core of the Greek Empire. And immediately to the south, we have city-states that are now part of the Greek Empire. Continuing to the south, down this road through the desert, we reach the former Byzantine Empire. They had some really nice cities that are now part of our empire. The Great Barrier Reef is available. The climate in this area is very different than the desert that separates the 2 empires, and also very different than the cold north that is on the border of our original Greek Empire. Now, even further to the south here, we have the Aztecs. Our next military adventure will be down into their lands, and it will be interesting, I think. We have some terrain, some mountains that are going to impact how we will approach this next conquest of the Greeks. We have a small mountain pass we can make through over here. The former city-state of Wolin has walls and would be a harder city to attack. The mountains, again, provide quite a shield for them. The rest of the Aztec Empire is behind this mountain range, and we don't know yet what lies this way. So let's get moving here and see where this play session takes us. All right. So we, in an effort to continue our military pursuits, we're going to go for machinery here. And we will continue to try and rebuild some infrastructure in these conquered cities. All right, statue of Zeus is complete here in Sparta. We are going to go for a monument here. Infrastructure has not been a priority to this point, but we now have a strong enough military that I believe we can focus on that for a while. And we will continue to repair some of these previously pillaged tiles. I do have this Barbarian scout here. I didn't pay close enough attention. We'll see if we can protect our builder, and we did. Fantastic. All right. Now we need to begin marching this newly acquired army down to the front. So it's going to take a while. That's all right. Unit movement in Civ 6 is it is what it is, and it does take a while. All right. These hoplites are fresh from some barbarian conquests up here in the north. Those conquests helped us reach our golden age. so they were important. I should say they will help us reach our golden age. We are 2 turns away. All right, now, it's interesting, this trade route that we have available. I believe what we want to do here is get a road from Constantinople to Thessalonica, just to improve the troop movement as we get down here. So we're going to transfer this trader to Constantinople. We don't need, our economy's in pretty good shape. We don't need to be concerned at this point about acquiring more gold. Oh, we got a blizzard here up north. A blizzard that has improved some tiles.
In democracy, it's your vote.
All right,
that counts.
feudalism.
In feudalism, it's your count that votes.
Oh, well, we're not doing so much work with builders right now that I feel like slotting in serfdom would make sense. Urban planning is helping all of our cities. So I think we are going to keep our policies as they are here. The only one I wonder about is, do we need to have this bonus for fighting barbarians at this point? Not so sure we do. I think as we go down into Aztec lands, we might be doing some pillaging, so we'll slot in raid. All right, let's just see what what this blizzard has done here. So it appears to have added some food and production to some of these, or maybe just food to some of these tundra tiles. So it's still not an ideal city location, but it could be a little better. But I doubt we'll get any cities founded up that way. I think we're going to have plenty of land to work with. All right, we're going to go for recorded history here. It's a quick governor appointment, and we will likely need another governor as we press into the Aztec lands. Geneva just repaired their water mill. I wish it would say that up here. That's been kind of a long-standing issue in the game, but it doesn't. However, our water mill is no longer burning, smoking on fire, so it's better. All right, we're gonna go for a library here. Our science is not keeping up with our competitors. All right, so let's see. Barbarian city-state has, oh, a CAD. What is their bonus? Okay, so if we were their suzerain, we would be able to do full damage to city walls. I don't think we'll need that right now, although we could grab the suzerain of them really quick. We might do that after the era, and especially if we encounter some more Aztec cities with walls. We'll see. All right, Nazca completed a granary. Being that they're in the desert, that seems like an important piece of infrastructure to let them grow even a bit more. I think we will produce a builder here, mainly to perhaps improve that sheep, perhaps bring this desert floodplain in. That could give them a bit more food. So we'll go for a builder. All right, it's going to be pretty tedious to march these hoplites to where they need to go, but again, that is just the way things are here. And not just the hoplites, but the archers as well. And we'll move this battering ram up to the front. And this chariot is going to stay up here in the core of the empire to defend against any barbarians that may come our way. This archer will likewise do that. All right, this chariot has driven away the barbarians. We'll go back to Constantinople for the time being. And let's see, Constantinople of the conquered Byzantine cities is fairly well improved. Really, they had done a nice job improving most of their cities. Thessalonica is the exception, but it's been in revolt so much here, it's hard to say. It's hard to improve over there, I guess. All right, we're going to keep this builder in case we have any flood damage, just to do repair work. Okay, begin a road to Thessalonica. This trade route might be canceled as soon as the city rebels, but we'll see. We're also getting a golden age in one turn. I'm not sure which of those will take effect first. If we hit the golden age, it might push that rebellion back a bit, but I don't know what the order of events is there. All right, Montezuma is building the Great Library. Interesting. Okay, and he has another city without walls down here. So that is good to see. Although, is he building walls? I don't think that's what that is, but it's possible. I mean, I think he's building a Great Library. All right. We'll see what happens here in the next turn. Okay, the Golden Age has arrived, and the city appears not to have flipped. Okay, thank you, Simón Bolívar. Okay, so it says it will flip in one turn. I'm curious. The Aztecs are in a normal age. Okay. Would have rather seen them hit a dark age, but it is what it is. Okay. Let's see here. We are not making much faith. We have some stockpiled. I often like monumentality, but in this game, where we're not focused much on infrastructure, we're focused on conquest, I think we'll pass on that. We also have no interest in religion in this game. Let's compare our tech and civic trees. So I'm going to press T to open the tech tree. We are doing fairly well. Montezuma is a bit ahead of us. And let's press C to open the culture tree. We are tied for tops in culture. So I think we're going to go with free inquiry in an attempt to ramp our science up a bit more. Stay competitive there. All right. We'll leave this chariot here for now. All right, and I think what we need to do when we reacquire Thessalonica here, which is nearly guaranteed to happen again, we'll then move quickly on this nearest Aztec city. I don't know how to pronounce many of these names, but Tlacopan, that's my best go. We'll see how our battle unfolds. All right, the army's on the march. We'll bring this archer back. Bring this archer to Muscat, actually. Well, they have a man-at-arms down there. Goodness, we should bring that guy into the battle. So we'll bring the archer down to Muscat in case there be any pressure from Simón Bolívar. All right, this man-at-arms is going to... what's our fastest path down to... Okay, we're going to cut through some land here to get there. All right, chariot is on alert. Ah, the World Congress, here we are. Okay. Well, we can get some pretty much free diplomatic victory points by picking production here. The AI loves that one. And we have no diplomatic favor, so this doesn't really matter so much. Let's say Great scientist. Oh, well, look at that. Looks like we got both of our selections were chosen. Yay, diplomatic victory points. We probably won't use them. Okay, we have a market in Olympia, improving our economy a bit more. And we are going to go with Warlord's Throne in this city at this point. Okay, we've got ourselves a catapult now in Antioch. I forgot we were building that, but that's actually a very nice thing to see. Let's get ourselves another trader. Alright, so Thessalonica has rebelled yet again. We'll see if we can get the Hoplites on this side engaged, and perhaps they can take the city and allow these two to begin moving on the Aztecs. Let's see how that pans out. Well, unfortunately, we won't be able to get all the Hoplites in on the attack, but these three may be enough to take this city, and they will. They will certainly be enough. There we go. And that eliminates the threat of those men-at-arms that they had spawned, and now this is much better situation. 15 turns to rebellion. And let's see. Now when we keep the city, yeah, 15 turns, that'll be much better. We'll have time to attack Teotihuacan, although look at that, they have now built walls. So this catapult is going to come in very handy. And we will see if we can get a monument underway in this city. All right, so the question is, do we press in on Montezuma immediately? And I think the answer is yes. So we are going to do that. I believe we've been denounced enough that we can declare a formal war. And not that it matters so much, we are very hated. All right. You know, part of what we do here on the Joy of Civ is, play differently, try to appreciate different aspects of the game. Our first series was on farming, a very different type of game than a game full of conquest like we're playing here in this series, but they're both enjoyable ways to play the game. That's one of the fantastic things about Civilization 6, in my opinion, is just the multitude of ways that you can choose to play the game. I think it's just, it works out really nice. It keeps the game fresh and alive. All right, so this chariot, I believe, will come down here and just help hold Thessalonica. That way we can march our hoplites. All right, we will again try to get this road up. All right, hoplites on the march. Let's just link these guys together. A little bit of ease of movement. I'm now pressing enter to jump to the next active unit, which is I have the auto unit cycling turned off on purpose, but that enter key is handy. Okay, so appears we have city-state units to contend with here, since I guess Montezuma is allied with Anshan. Let's see, what is Yeah, that's... So we'll just have to deal with that. Shouldn't be too bad. It may mean we reroute this chariot temporarily. Alright, actually, production-wise, well, we have this army. They'll be here in just a few turns. That swordsman is not going to give us enough trouble.
I've lived through some terrible things in my life.
All
some
right.
of which actually happened.
We have another governor available. And when we get to the point of being able to assign a diplomatic policy, we can slot in this one for some additional loyalty if we need it. I don't want to take any of our military slots or policies out, as they're boosting our military right now. So we're going to keep our policies as they are. And what's our next target here? Mysticism, single turn. You know, in a way, it might be nice to keep that for a quick policy change later. So let's go for mercenaries. And what I mean is, if we want to, like, say, slot in the policy to upgrade our units, if we've got a bunch of gold left over, and then that policy is only useful when you're actually upgrading. You can tech to or advance one civic and then be able to switch again to something that's more useful. Okay, continuing on with infrastructure a bit. Get a library up there in our capital. Let's repair this watermill. I'm kind of tired of seeing the burning wreckage of this existing one. Whoops. So we'll get that repaired. All right, our governor now. I think we are going to... I think we'll go with Amani just to have... in fact, we can put her in Thessalonica, and that may help us out for a time there. So let's do that. There we go. No more loyalty issues. I think Amani is nice because if we eventually want to put her in a city-state to gain us some envoys, we can do that. I don't often bring her into the game, but I can see how it's useful at times. Alright, so our scout was attacked and bombarded by the city, which is fine. In fact, I'm glad they left our hoplites alone. We'll get the scout out of harm's way, though. Alright. So this chariot, we are going to bring back this way to deal with Adrianople. Or the swordsman over here by Adrianople. We're going to advance these hoplites. And continue the advance. Actually, let's see here. Bring these guys here. Whoops. Okay. Oh, I wonder... It appears that perhaps they've lost... Yeah, actually the Aztecs are no longer suzerain of Anshan, so we're no longer at war. So, I moved that chariot for nothing. We're going to keep these archers nearby, though. Alright, continuing the march. We want our hoplites further advanced on the march, so we'll leave our archers behind a ways. Alright. Grand Columbia would like to give us horses and open borders for... this is not a deal that I would like to do. I'm not really interested in horses. I don't want to give him iron either. Alright, minor damage, very minor damage from that bombardment. I believe our hoplites are going to weather that quite easily. Alright, we now have a stable in Muscat, which means we can choose to build out some more siege weapons here and have them gain combat experience more quickly. Alright, this scout is going to heal up for now. And let's see, none of these hoplites will be able to reach the Aztec city here on this turn. That's all right. We do want to clear the path, though, as they march in to allow the others to make it. Boudica is not helping our hoplites at all, but she will likely help our catapult when it arrives. Alright, and we will continue to surround the city. Alright, the chariot. We're gonna keep here. Well, we'll probably want to use it to keep the city that we conquer secure. Alright, again, prioritizing our hoplite movement along the road here. The archers will fit in where they can. And those hoplites took more damage.
The whole world is one big machine. Machines never come with any spec.
Alright, we've got machinery and can get crossbowmen if we would like. I'm a little concerned about Montezuma getting to crossbowmen, but it might be something we just have to deal with. Alright, so we have many, many techs that are very close to being discovered. We're going to tech ahead to stirrups in case we want to bring knights in. Alright, so this watermill is now repaired. And we're going to bring in some additional siege capability. Alright, these hoplites, they took more damage than I would like. It's unfortunate. Alright, so continue to position our units how we would like them. Alright, and we are not going to attack here at this point. Not until we've knocked those walls down somewhat. Alright, continuing the march. Okay, so let's move this archer out of the way for the time being. Alright, and if we are not going to attack, we'll just take a turn to heal. These archers will defend Muscat. Okay, these hoplites are at least absorbing some hits from the Aztecs, which we gladly take at this point. Oh, we got a meteor strike here that won't really benefit us. That's all right. I think we've actually received both of our chariots from meteor strikes, so we're already doing quite well in that way. All right, so let's start with the catapult attack. And that takes some nice damage on the city. We are not going to throw our hoplites at those walls at this point. So, and these hoplites will continue to absorb what the Aztecs are going to throw at them. We're going to completely surround the city if we are able. Alright, Boudica was useful in giving the catapult a nice combat boost. I feel like this is the episode where you all get to watch me march an army, which is part of the game. Maybe not the most entertaining, but I hope you are enjoying seeing how things are unfolding here in a very, very militaristic game here on the Joy of Civ. Alright, we have nearly encircled, and now we have encircled Tlacopan. The walls are coming down turn by turn. And we continue to, and we will now actually have a men-at-arms who will soon be in the battle here. It's good to see. And the long march continues for our hoplites and archers. It's interesting, actually, we took the road here, and perhaps it would have been quicker to take the hoplites this way, now that I see that the archers can get ahead of them. So we're actually going to disperse our archers, move them a bit here, and keep them behind the main force. This hoplite continues to absorb hits, and at this point, this turn at least, they healed more damage than they were given, so we can see that continue for quite some time. Alright, Muscat is doing well here. Actually, look at Muscat is able to produce districts and units quite quickly. They are not very happy. It seems like an entertainment complex could be useful. This is probably reach a lot of cities. In fact, let's take a quick look at our city overlap lens here. Yeah, we get 5 cities here. Let's look at the range. So basically the core of our empire could be served by an entertainment complex right there or there. Perhaps we'll do that. We'll need to purchase a tile, but that's all right. Not opposed to doing that. I think we'll. Where should we do it? I think we'll do it here. Consider an industrial zone here or here. Right. Okay. The walls are nearly down, but not quite. At this point, I believe we will begin an attack with the hoplites, as they will take down the remains of the walls and do some good damage to the city as well. In fact, we may wind up taking the city this turn. Yeah, it looks like that will be the outcome. There we go. All right, no loyalty issues here either. That's interesting. We could set production before deciding to keep the city. Didn't know that was possible. All right, we will allow this hoplite to heal. The Aztecs have an Eagle Warrior at this point. Not sure what those guys, how they will stack up against our hoplites. Let's see, melee strength 28. Warriors typically 20, so they're a tough unit. And our hoplites, meanwhile, have a melee strength of 28, but they also are going to lose some. They don't have they have a penalty against melee units, but they also have bonuses that we have. So I think it's all gonna stack up pretty well still in our favor, especially with the size of our army. All right, Boudica stays there with the catapult, and now I believe what we are going to do is split our forces somewhat. This force from the north is going to come this way and begin digging in over here. Meanwhile, this force will continue around and perhaps we'll do some sort of pincher move. I think that's not going to play out until our next episode, but we'll get moving along the way in that direction. At least there was a bit of conquest here in this episode to see, but after all of the unit movement, and the Greek Empire has continued to expand. Eventually, I see our empire basically encompassing the entire east here, and setting us up well against Grand Columbia. All right, let's continue a few more moves here before the end of the play session. Alright, this man-at-arms will also receive a boost from Boudica and her great general ability. Got our additional catapult on the way. Okay, we got a library up here in Sparta. How's our science doing? We are still well behind our competitors. We'll have another library coming out here soon. Sparta is also lacking amenities. Don't think we're going to have anything we can do about that here immediately. But focusing on infrastructure and growth, we'll go for a watermill. And we've got our trader here in Antioch. Probably want to get a road down here to Tlacopan. Whoops. Let's get our production back up here. And again, in an effort to improve our science, we will go with, oh, we can get a really nice campus district here. All right, the chariot is going to move this way. We'll let this hoplite, we'd like it to heal, but we'd also maybe like to clear a path for others to move through. We'll let them heal at this point. We have many of our hoplites who need to heal. This one can begin to march. And we gained a builder who will go at least improve one of these tiles here at Thessalonica. Alright, Boudica and our catapult move toward the front. As will our men-at-arms. Alright. We're going to do a little bit of semi-automated movement to see if we can somewhat make this a bit smoother. I don't know how well that's going to work out. They will make some progress on their own. Maybe I should have been doing that from the beginning. You all can let me know in the comments if it's been too much of a slog. All right. And we'll begin that route. Do the same with this catapult, although I don't want to. Well, it doesn't matter actually if it goes through there. I don't think Woolen will be able to shoot them over the mountains. So let's see what happens there. Alright, we've got our extra library here. Geneva could use some tile improvements, I believe. It's got some fertile land up here. Could grow this city a bit more, so we will go with a builder here. And we got our builder in Nazca. We'd like to improve that wheat tile, bring it into the city and improve these sheep here. In the meanwhile, what should Nazca build? Let's say a settler. Thinking we have some land over here that we could probably settle. We also have some coastland that we could settle. I pressed 4 to bring up that settler overlay really quickly and easily. Alright, so we could score a major victory with our men-at-arms against this city directly. And we could probably improve that a bit more by bringing Boudica nearby. Oh, Scythia. Scythia is doing about as well as we are in science and culture. Let's see, what is her opinion of us is pretty low. She might just despise us. We'll try to get a delegation up. See if we can get a friendship. Nope. That's fine. Alright. Again, we want to get that catapult and great general. Down here in range. Oh, so I guess we have the extra movement from the great general, which is useful. Alright, and so we will begin our attack here before they before they get walls up, which they're definitely working on. This scout would be nice to get down there. We might be able to get this scout ahead of our hoplite army that's going to be making through this mountain pass here. If we can get our scout ahead, that would be nice to get some intel. Our chariot is actually doing some good scouting down that way. Alright, this hoplite is healthy enough to march. Alright, as is this hoplite. Bring them down this way. Alright, Thessalonica. We're going to come over here and improve this really nice rice tile. Alright, Scythia does not despise us.
Betwixt the stirrup and the ground,
So that's
mercy
good.
I asked. Mercy I found. Being a mercenary, though, hey.
Alright, I still like our policies. I don't see much need to change them, although we could use some amenities, I guess. I don't see any that are going to provide that, though. So we will hold with what we've got there. It would be amazing to get the terracotta army. We have so many military units that would gain a promotion. All right. We'll start moving toward medieval fairs for another governor appointment. We got ourselves a siege tower here. Let's go for a library. Again, working to improve our science. We have 4 envoys. I think, well, we could take Mitla from Simone Bolivar. But I think a CAD is a good choice to acquire as a suzerainty. Over. All right. Oh, this is a fairly high promoted men-at-arms here. The Aztecs have. It would be nice to get our hoplites in position to attack. This hoplite is going to fortify. Get these archers moved over here. The men-at-arms may attack them directly. We'll see. But as they chip away, we will have the opportunity to strike back. Alright, this really changes up our plans for troop movements. And it's alright. Alright, siege tower. The siege tower will move with this army. Very crowded map right now, and hard for our military to maneuver. We could take the promotion with this men-at-arms, but I feel like pressing the attack. This hoplite is well enough to begin a march. All right. So they did attack the archer here. The question is, do we want to retreat with that archer? Do we want to have our hoplites attack, take some pretty good damage against the men-at-arms? I'm not sure if we would defeat it is the problem. So I think what we might do is pull this archer back, move this hoplite down here, and this one here. And that will put us in a decent place to take that men-at-arms. It'd be nice if we had brought an archer around here earlier, but that's just not what we did. Okay. All right, this men-at-arms can certainly take the city, and I think that is what we will opt to do here. Oh, look at that, they can build trebuchets. Okay, well. And this city is going to be a little bit more difficult to keep in our empire. Oh, not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right. I think that is where we are going to leave it here for this play session. Let's just have a look here at the expanding Greek Empire. We're very far-flung empire, and we are definitely fighting a more difficult adversary in Montezuma, but I think this force we have is nearly unstoppable at this point in the game. The Hoplites will march on in another episode. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching the Joy of Civ. I hope you found this enjoyable, relaxing, and be sure to subscribe, and I will catch you here next time.